Welcome back. In this video, we will see server lifecycle management. We will start, stop, or restart WebLogic servers using WLST. For example, you are managing an environment and have to take a rolling bounce to support an activity. It is easy to bounce manually from the console when you have 2-3 servers to restart. You'll have to bring down the first server, then bring it up, then again you'll have to bring down second server, and similarly you'll have to proceed with the other nodes. But this script can be handy when you have lots of servers to restart and you won't have to manage it manually from the console. Also, don't forget to check previous videos covered for the WebLogic scripting tool automation. You'll get good insights about WLST in those videos. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to check out my channel for more interesting videos related to WebLogic administration and SOA development. So let us begin. This is our admin console and you can see we have 3 servers running and one server is in shutdown state. So we'll connect to WLST and see how we can start or stop the server. Let's see it. So to connect WLST, we can run Java weblogic.wlst. And again, I am repeating, if you are not able to connect in the online mode without giving username and password, you can check my previous videos. You will be able to do it. So I'll connect. Now to start a server, we can use start and we'll have to mention server name. And here we can give server and we can hit enter. So let's refresh and you will be able to see that SOA server is now starting and you can see here. So you can see the SOA server is started now. Let's check in the console as well. And here also you can see it is running now. Let us see how to shut down a server. For that we'll go to the WLST again. And here we can use shutdown. We'll have to mention the server name, server. And here we can mention whether we want to shut it down forcefully or gracefully. So for that you can give force equal to false. It means it will shut down gracefully. But for this one we'll go with the forceful shutdown. So let's give it true and hit enter. Let's check in the admin console and you can see it is shutting down forcefully. And our shutdown has been completed. Same should be reflected in admin console as well. You can see. To automate the rolling bounce process, we can utilize this script. So here in the start, we have import statements. And here we are trying to connect to online mode. Here we are going to domain runtime and then we are going to server runtimes. This is the variable where we are trying to get the server details. And here we have a for loop where one by one we are going to check the state of server using get overall health state function. And if the current state is equal to 0, it means the health is okay. If the current state is equal to 1, health is in warning, and so on so forth. And if the current state is not equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it means the health is unknown. Here we are trying to get the server name in this variable and we are checking whether it is admin server or not. If it is not admin server, then only we are going to shut it down. And this is the function which we saw earlier. Once the server is shut down, we are going to start it up. So one by one in the loop, it is going to stop and start the server. And outside this if condition, again, we are going to print the state of the server. And in the end, we are going to disconnect and exit from the WLST. So let's see this in the action. Also note that I have uploaded these scripts in the Git. You can check the description and utilize this script. So let's try to run this. Currently, if you can see, we have two servers running apart from admin server. So we are going to do a rolling bounce for these two. So let us see. I'm going to exit from here and I will go to script home. So this is where I have the script. You can put the script wherever you want. We are going to run the script using Java weblogic.wlst and the name of the script, and let's run this. And now here you can see it is printing the health of admin server, and since it is admin server, no action will be performed. Next in the loop is OSB server 1, so it is now shutting it down. And since we have set the force statement equal to false, it is going to shut it down gracefully. And you can see it is not forceful shutdown. And now it is starting the server. So you can see in the admin console also it is starting the server. So once OSB server number 1 is started, it is going to shut down server number 2. So our OSB server 1 is started successfully. Now it is going to attempt the server 2 shutdown, and you can see shutdown is initiated for the server 2, and you can see shutdown is happening for the server 2. So shutdown for server 2 has been completed and now it is starting it. So our OSB server 2 has been started successfully, and with this we have successfully automated the process of rolling bounce, and you can see it is disconnected from the WLST now. So here we have another script which gives us more options, and this is the usage of this script. You can give any name to this script, but here we have manage servers.py. This is the name. And in the command line, we can give a couple of options. -n, we can define the server name, and -c is for the command where we can give different commands like stop, start, restart, status, stop all, start all, or status all. So we'll see one by one. So this is the definition of the function, that is usage. This function will be called from the another function. We'll see that. Another definition is connect to domain, where we are going to connect to online mode, and we'll print here like successfully connected to the domain. And this is the exception block. If we are not able to connect, we are going to print that the domain is unreachable. Please try again. Now let us scroll down and start from the flow. So the flow will start from here. First it will call connect to domain, the function which we saw earlier. And here it is going to connect it. After that it is going to call lifecycle main. So let's see what we have in this function. So here we are going to check the command. If the command is status, then so we'll call the server status and we'll pass server name as an argument. So let's see what we have in server status. So this is the definition for server status function, and you can see that we are accepting server name as an argument. Here we are going to go inside domain runtime, then server lifecycle runtime, and we'll go inside the server name which we got in the argument, and then we are going to get the state of that server. If the server state is running, then we are going to print the state, and this is for the color of that server state. So if it is running, we are going to print that in the green. If it is unknown, we are going to print that in red. So you can remove it if you want from this script. And similarly for different status, we are going to print it. Now let's get back to our lifecycle main. If the command is equal to stop, then it is going to call the server status first, and whatever server name will pass with the argument, it will call with that argument. and it will return the state of that server in this variable. And if the status is not equal to shutdown, then it will print like trying to shut down the server, and then it will call this function to shut it down. So this is stop server and then server name. Let's see the definition of this function. So here you can see we have a definition for stop server, and here it will go to server lifecycle runtime, and then it will call force shutdown. So you can change this method if you don't want to shut it down forcefully. You can also use shutdown method, and then you can give option like force equal to false, then it will shut it down gracefully. Once it calls the force shutdown method, it is going to get the state of the server using server status method, and in the loop till it gets the state equal to shutdown, it is going to print the server status in the interval of 5 seconds. Similarly, we have start server method. It is going to call start instead of shutdown, and it is going to print the server state till it is not equal to running, and the interval will be 5 seconds. So we have three methods here, one for start, one for stop, and one for server status, which we have covered so far. Now let's come back to lifecycle main again. Here you can see that the command is equal to restart. So it will call, so in this it will call stop server first, and once it is down, it is going to call start server. After that, we have a command where you can mention stop all. So in the loop, it is going to stop all the servers one by one by calling stop server function. And you can see it is trying to get all the server names, and one by one it will pass the server name as a argument. Similarly, we have a start all command. So it is going to start all the servers one by one in the loop. And you can also see one more command, that is status all. So it will print the status of the server for all the servers one by calling server status method. And if there is no command which is matching with all these condition, it is going to print that not able to understand the command supplied. And after printing this, it is going to call usage function, and it will highlight the usage of the script by printing this statement which we saw earlier. You can also see that we have validation section here. So it is for the arguments which we are going to pass while calling this script. So first argument will be the n, where we are going to mention the server name, and the second argument will be the c, that is command, where we are going to mention whether we want to stop, start, or restart the mentioned server. And here you can see it is checking whether it is -n, then it is setting the server name as the argument, and if it is -c, then it is going to set the command equal to the argument passed by the script. If one of the argument or both of the arguments are empty, it is going to print missing -n server name parameter or missing -c command parameter, and again it will show the usage of this script. So this is the complete script. We are going to use it. Once we start using it, probably you will be able to understand more on how it works exactly. So let's start using this. We'll go to our command line again, and you can see our SOA server 1 is in shutdown state. So we'll try to start the server using this command now. So we are in the path where we have the script. We will run Java weblogic .wlst the way we run our scripts. And this time we are going to give this manage servers.py script. And now we'll give the parameters. So first is -n. And here we'll have to mention the server name. So we'll give SOA server 1. And in the -c we'll mention start. Let's run it. So as per the usage of the script, it should start the server, and you can see it printed the state of the server first, and then it is trying to start the server. And in every 5 seconds, it is printing the status of the server. And you can see now our server 1 is running, and we are disconnected from the WLST. And you can see that in the admin console as well. Now we'll try to stop a server using that script. So for that, we'll have to mention a server name. So this time we are going to give OSP server 1, and instead of start, we'll give stop as the command. So let's run. So similarly, it has printed the current status of the server that is running, and now it is trying to shut it down. So you can see it is force suspending the server, which you can modify in the script as we discussed earlier. And you can see our server is in shutdown state now, and we are disconnected from the WLST, and you can see the same in the admin console as well. Now we can use status command to get the status of the server. So instead of stop, now we are going to give status is a command, and here we have mentioned server name for which we want to get the status. Let's try to run this. You can see it has printed the status of OSB server 1, and that is shut down. What if you want to print the status of all the servers? Instead of OSB underscore server 1, you can give all, and in the command you will have to give status all. Let's run. And here we have status for all the servers, you can see. And you can also notice that the server which is running, it is in green, and the server which is in shutdown, it is in red. Now you can also shut down all the servers by using stop all. So let's try to run, and it should shut all the servers one by one. Now you can see it is shutting down OSB server number 1, and you can see the same in the admin console. So OSB server number 1 is down. Now it is trying to shut down OSB server 2. And similarly, it brought down the SOA server number 1. So all servers are shut down now. You can see here. You can similarly start all the servers by giving start all, and it will start all the servers one by one. So now it is starting OSB server number 2. And now it is starting SOA server number 1. And you can see SOA server 1 is also up now, and we are disconnected from the WLST. And you can see the same in the admin console as well. You can also use restart command from here. So you'll have to give server name, and in the command you can give restart, and it is shutting down the OSP server 1 now. And now it is trying to start the server again. So here in the script there is no command for restart all, but you can put one. You can copy start all like this, and here we can edit this. And above start server we can put stop server. So when you give restart all, it will first stop the server, then start the server, and it will do that in the loop. So it will do it for all the servers. So that's it for this video. In this video, we have discussed couple of scripts in detail. And as I mentioned, those scripts are available in the Git. You can get it from there and use for your environment. Let me know if you have any doubt in the comments, and also share your thoughts so that I can come up with different topics for you. Please like my video, subscribe my channel, and hit the bell icon for the further notification. Thank you.